Hello guys, today's video still gonna teach you how to break in Modal. Previously I made a video and teach you the other style to break in the Modal, and today it's gonna be another way to break in Modal. And today's video and this type of break-in, it is more safe and it's more better. A lot of experts agree when properly breaking a model can achieve about a 10 to 20% increase in power over a model that has not been breaking. So which means breaking a brand new model should be able to achieve like 10 to 20% of the power, okay, but it's not really guaranteed because some model without breaking it's already very fast. Even you try to break it in, and it's about a little probably 5%. I won't say 10%, but most model, if you try to break in, should be a little bit faster than 10 to 20% than the original speed. Okay, and remember last time I showed you the way I break a model. I just connect the model to the power and then set it on the table, and starting using the power shot, which is right here, to cooling down the model. That makes like running for 3 minutes. Okay, but there's a disadvantage of using the power shot and connect to the power to break in the model. It is sometimes you're not sure if the model is breaking right or either breaking correctly, because it's really hard for you to tell if your model is being a quick break-in, because a quicker break-in model gonna cause the model damage, such as this one. I quick breaking it, and you can hear, let me put it closer, you can hear the noise, and you can hear it have some kind of you can hear the brushing. It's kind of have like a very weird noise, unlike this one right here. See, the brushing when it's turned is really smooth and really quiet, but this one makes some kind of really huge noise, like something stuck there. Okay, and that's caused by quick breaking, because you basically it's fail. Okay, because quick break-in can cause the brush and the communicator, which right here, gets really damaged like this. Okay, so let me give a better angle, you can see the detail, and you can see this one right here is being destroyed because it's all the brush, it is getting messed up like this. See, it's not really even. It is like a, it's like some of them go this way, some of them go that way, and it's not really wrong and curved, and it's really not arching like really good. It is really bad shape, and same as the head right here. So the head right here, you can see, and this part is it's kind of like not really even. It's getting really rough, and that's caused this situation to happen. Okay, this is because most people, it's really hard for you to tell like if your model it is breaking properly, because you cannot open the model, because when you open a Tamiya model, it's become, this model becomes illegal, because by the regulation you can't open the model cap. Okay, so there's no way you really can check it, but there's a way to do the safe break-in, okay, more safely. Okay, so if you want to safely break in and or either properly break in the model, there's another way. So that's the tutorial for today. Okay, it's called using a slave model to break in, and because there's a lot of advantage of using slave model to breaking the model. So using a slave model allows the model to break in without running under its own power. Running under its own power such as we put a modal right here and we connect the modal to the battery and let's run for 5 or 10 minutes. This is called running under its own power, because when you connect to the modal to the battery and when it's turned, because all the electricity involved to the modal, so the modal heats up so fast. So in this case, once it heats up and it's become very unstable, because every single time if heats up this one right here, the brushing is become more weak, or either it's become more unstable. So sometimes we'll ruin it. Okay, it will really easy to ruin it, or either to kind of like making really rough surface, because it's getting heat up, everything become unstable. So very higher chance you can ruin it. Okay, you can even destroy the model, like this one right here. It's already been destroyed. It's when I connect to the battery, you can hear zzz like that. It has very bad noise, and the speed is very unstable. It can drop from like 17,000 to 22,000. Basically, it is unstable. Okay, because the brush is gonna mess up as well. Okay, and the next thing we're still gonna talk about it is you have to understand different model. They have a different type of brush. Okay, first let's talk about the most common use. It is Hyperdash. Okay, Hyperdash, there's 3 different versions: Hyperdash 1, Hyperdash 2, and a Hyperdash 3. Basically, when they manufacture them, basically they're same spec. But the Hyperdash 1 is discontinued a long time ago. I mean, it's a little bit slower than the last 2 versions, which is Hyperdash 2 and Hyperdash 3. And because the Hyperdash 2 and Hyperdash 3 was designed for around like 21,000 RPM, around like that, because they have very close speed. I can't say which one is faster, but most likely by the testing, most people they say Hyperdash 3 is a little bit faster, but sometimes you have a faster Hyperdash 2, but it's really hard. You can judge them which one's faster, because even its RPM faster. What about the torque? So if you have high speed, that means the torque of the model is that powerful. So if you have a high RPM, if a torque is less than the lower RPM, it's useless. Okay. So first, let's understanding the structure of the model. Model have 3 parts. Basically, if you really want to separate them, there's 4 parts: the cap, which is right here, modal shield, and armature, and the cap right here, and also the brush. First, you don't have to worry about these 2 parts right here, because they are being manufactured in the same spec as every single one. So it doesn't matter which one you get. They should be almost same thing. Okay, so there's nothing more to talk about it, because Tamiya don't allow you to open the model, so there's nothing you can do with the model. But the only thing gonna make your model a little bit faster with breaking in, it is the brush, because Tamiya only manufacture 2 type of brush. Okay, first one, it is like a traditional like this type of brush. Okay, like this type right here. Okay, so you can see this type of brush, it's just not really too many like a complicated structure. Basically, it's just a piece of copper right here, and it's from here all the way to here. Okay, let me give a better angle, you can see it. Okay, and the second type of brush Tamiya manufacture, it is the kind of looks like a reinforced version. It is have same design, but right here the tip, they have special reinforcement right here. Okay, okay, so you can see the difference. Okay, technically this type of brush lasts longer. Okay, and this type of brush has better contact surface, and this type of brush right here has lower resistance, and this one of course have higher resistance. So it's really depends. I mean, both of them, they have their own advantage and disadvantage. So but anyway, it's okay, because Tamiya Mini 4-wheel drive, it's very fair regulation. So basically they make the model a very all their model, it is like a design for reason. So it's not about to using fast model, it is about not playing the model, you're playing the physical design and all the geometry design of the car. It's not the model. The model is just part of the car. But of course, you still have to braking a little bit because make it more stable and smooth. It's not making, you want to make it fast because it also depends if your car, for the most people, they starting racing like recently, and a lot of like new people. Okay, I give you a best recommendation: do not rely on model, because rely on model, you're not gonna win anything. Because better design, even you using slow model can be faster than the worst design with fast model. Okay, because this is all physical and the geometry reduce the resistance and the friction, makes lower friction. It's really based on the whole setting. It's not a model. Okay, but braking model still a part of the setting. Okay, and coming next, I'm gonna show you how to using a slave model to braking the regular model. Okay, first I'm gonna get a slave model. This is gonna be my slave model. This is box stock 9000 RPM, the box stock model. It don't really have to be a box stock. You can using a light dash, atomic turn, but make sure not too fast. Okay, using a little bit slower model. Okay, I think light dash or either atomic turn should be perfect. It's really up to you. It's my personal opinion. Okay, so I just gonna using this box stock model. And the next thing what I use is this one, the rubber tube, which right here. You can find this part on most of the Tamiya the parts right here. See, there's one. This thing not come with the all the carbon fiber. Some FRP also have this one. You just have to find the package, like whatever is come with this piece. I'm pretty sure a lot of people they have it, and whatever you purchase the parts from Tamiya. So find one of this, and what you're gonna do next, it is using this one, connect to this end right here. Okay, like this. Okay, so next we're gonna have a tape like this. Okay, and we're gonna cut some, and put like this. Okay, because you have to make sure it's really stay on the table like this, because you don't want it to really move too much. But or either you can put like this, because I think this one put on the can, top of the can, makes it's more stable. Okay, and in this case you have one another can. It's really up to you. You can put on the table, and if you want to. And today I'm just gonna go ahead and put on the top of the can because it's more stable. Anyway, next I'm going to open a new package of like a hyper-free, and it's right here. Okay, see, it's kind of tight because remember I told you hyper-free using this type of like some kind of reinforced brushing, so it's more resistant, but also it's have better life, and it also has better contact. Okay, so next I'm gonna connect the other end tube to my braking motor right here. Okay, and I'm gonna line up, and of course I'm gonna tape the other one like this. Okay, make sure you tape really tight so it then moves. Okay, so like this. And again, you can put on the table. It's not really have to be like this. Okay. Next, I'm gonna get a battery compartment like this to connect the power to my slave motor, which is right here. Okay. If you have alligator clip, just go ahead and using an alligator clip, like this type right here. Okay. Because my alligator clip on this one is broken, so I have no choice. Let me just, you know, put on like this. Okay. Okay. So everything being ready to sit, and before I start to break in, if you set the model and on the right position, like this stable position, and it makes breaking more better, because some people when they break in they connect the power direct to the model he want to break in, and sometimes he set up to the, maybe he put into the can of Zippo light fluid like this. He just put the model in and connect the power and starting to break in. It's caused a lot of vibration. It's dragging the brushing right here, so it's possible gonna twist the brush inside like this right here. Okay, so what's gonna happen it is, if the model is not seating right on a stable surface, what's gonna happen it is gonna starting dragging like this. So if outside the brush moves, inside it's gonna move too. So that's gonna cause you a problem, because you're not sure your brush was on the right position, is breaking right. You're risking your model to fail. Okay. So anyway, it's really important to set your model under properly surface, or either very stable surface like this, because right here my model when I'm breaking, there's nothing connect to it, not a power, nothing drag on it. It's just model staying there. It's really stable. And here, this one, don't even worry about it, because this is our slave model. We're not gonna use it. This is just helping us to breaking this model. So I don't even worry about breaking this model, because this is gonna be my slave model forever. Okay, to help to breaking the other model. Okay, so coming next, what I'm gonna do it is I'm just going to put the power on. Okay, so you can hear it starting to break in. Okay, and you wanna keep it running for about 1 minute, and you're gonna start using this breaking oil. This is we call udu juice. It's gonna cause this brush right here getting broken first before you actually use it. Okay, so we're gonna take it for 5 minutes. Okay, there's another thing you have to know. If you wanna after like 2 minutes or 3 minutes you want to reverse the model, it says okay, you can run this, you can run different direction. Okay, every 2 minutes or every 3 minutes, or even every 5 minutes. It's really up to you, but you can do it. Okay, so when reverse it, it makes both direction very even. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave here for another 2 minutes. Okay, just finish. I'm gonna unplug the power and remove the motor from top of the can right here. Again, you can do you can sit on the table like this. Okay, like this. Okay, you can sit on the table like this. It don't really matter. Okay, the reason I set up a can today, because I just want to show you can put on the can, because can you tape it, it's really stable, and on the table you can feel a little bit waggle, but that's why I'm setting on the can. So it's really up to you. After breaking, I can feel the slave motor super hot, and this one is hot, but it's not really that hot. Okay, for the next, and you can just using a power shot to clean, to spray, to clean a little bit. I'm pretty sure there's a lot like dirty mess up thing gonna coming out. Or either you can use Zippo light fluid to soak in for a while and shake it, clean a little bit. it's really important to clean. And after that, put some Modal oil like this type, and you can find on the most hobby shop. Just add some. That's for daily maintain your Modal. Okay, so that's it. That's today's video, and this way, highly recommend. More safe, more efficiency. Here's the tutorial for today. So thank you for watching my YouTube channel.